Wishtown, we're back at it. Another video reaction with your one and only Rich Daly. That's the producer out there. Hell yeah.
Trying to be. Trying.
Getting sponsored. Yamazaki's 18, man. This is a $1,600 bottle I got as a gift.
Cheers. Cheers. Late night.
Shit. Man, you got some money if you buying this shit.
We're going up on a Wednesday. Going up on a Wednesday.
For real, for real. We're going to do this reaction. What's that?
Humpday reactions, baby.
Hey, that's what we call this shit. Humpday reactions.
Oh, shit. It's Humpday, baby.
Oh, shit.
Damn, Diddy.
What's the name for this fucking cast? Humpday reactions on Wishtown Music Channel.
Let's go.
Humpday reactions. So we're going to react to this. So y'all know what's going on with Diddy. He's going through some major stuff. And so we're just going to start this video right now and then just see what he says about it. Stephen A. Smith's got some really good commentary. So we're going to see what he says and go from there. All right.
Sean P. Diddy Combs. He's accused of, quote, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and obstruction of justice, end quote. The indictment also alleges Diddy used force or threats of force to coerce women to engage with male sex workers. The indictment goes on to say those acts, which were called, quote, freak-offs, end quote, sometimes lasted days and were often recorded. Federal prosecutors say various recordings were seized during the raids on Diddy's home in Los Angeles, homes, not one home, homes as in plural, in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year. The government also alleges participants of the quote-unquote freak-offs were often given controlled substances like ketamine and ecstasy to keep victims, quote, obedient and compliant, end quote. Combs will appear in federal court today where he's expected to plead not guilty. Federal prosecutors laid out the case against Diddy during a press conference earlier today in New York City, during which prosecutors also said they want bail denied and they want Diddy to remain in jail until his trial. P. Diddy Combs is expected to plead not guilty, and his attorneys say he deserves to be released until the trial date. Diddy's wave of legal troubles was spurred by a bombshell lawsuit filed by ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in November. The R&B singer accused the mogul of rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse. The lawsuit was settled for an undisclosed amount a day after it was brought. He's in a world of trouble, y'all. My God, is he in a world of trouble. First of all, say some local police department. This is Homeland Security. So let's get that out the way first. This is Homeland Security. First off. Secondly, the sex trafficking, the physical abuse is something the ex-girl accused him of. Remember, he settled that the next day after the case, after she publicized it. He settled the case the next day. But it was thereafter that the video came out with him running down the hallway, snatching her, throwing her to the ground, kicking her, throwing a vase at her, etc., etc. Y'all remember that infamous video? He came on and he apologized and he acknowledged that he was in a real bad, effed up place. That's what he said. That's what he said. So you admitted you were messed up. You admitted that your act was egregious. It's the apology. Remember when he gave that quote unquote apologetic video right there? A lot of people weren't buying it because it was shortly removed from him categorically and emphatically denying there was any truth to the allegations that were levied against him. It was only after the video came out that he had to fess up and own up to it. And even then, people didn't believe that his level of contrition was satisfactory. So we all knew this was coming. But when you hear racketeering conspiracy, when you hear sex trafficking by force, when you hear that drugs were used to keep them obedient and compliant, when you hear about the transportation to engage in prostitution, male sex workers, and all of this other stuff, he's in a world of trouble. And I hate to bring up this name, but it is apropos in this particular situation. Remember what Suge Knight said?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I do.
When Suge Knight said he was in a world of trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Because Suge Knight said, listen, he knows a lot. And so you're looking at a potential situation where it could arguably mirror that of Jeffrey Epstein. Remember him?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
August 10th, 2000.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first, right? The Black Epstein homeboy.
Black Epstein, bro.
That's crazy. I mean,
Telling you, bro.
it's almost like a prophecy, right? When even like Suge be saying, if you read between the lines, you know, he knows too much, right? I don't know if he's forecasting that something could happen or will happen, but it's almost like even going back to Cat Williams's interview on that Shay Shay show, he was
2024. They gonna get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming up, the tooth is coming up 2025.
Exactly. It's all coming to pass. It's like what's going on? Like you kind of want to like you're wondering, are these guys all like just behind the scenes right now, just talking and finally like saying, you know what, he done did too much. He done went too far, and so as a result of that, you know, it was time to let him go. Because that's kind of what he's saying right there with that Suge Knight, you know, I mean, kind of warning. I mean, what do you think, Rich?
Man, I think somebody's just trying to take over. Like, he done pushed the wrong person, wrong button, bro. Somebody hit that nuke, like, my turn, motherfucker. Oh, shit. You feel me? Like, hey, dog, you held this too long. You held this too long, dog. It's my turn. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But
real talk.
I don't know.
We're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see how deep this thing goes because, quite honestly, there's all this other stuff that Diddy's linked to, going all the way back to Tupac's killing, right, and everything in between. So we're gonna find out, man.
Wow.
All right, let's keep playing.
August 10th, 2019. Prison guards found, I'm reading right from online. Guards found American financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein unresponsive in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City, where he was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Tried to perform CPR, couldn't resuscitate him, pronounced dead at a downtown hospital at 6:39 a.m. What it went on to say in the reports that there were violations because normal jail procedures on the night of Epstein's death wasn't followed. It talked about a malfunction of 2 cameras in front of his cell. And you got people still to this very day with their conspiracy theories being thrown out there that it wasn't suicide, but ultimately intentional harm was brought to him because he knew too much about too many people. That's what Suge Knight alluded to when he was talking about P. Diddy. And as we sit here today, who the hell can deny that potential reality? Do we know? No. We don't know. But what we do know is that these are federal charges. What we do know is that his attorney has been on the record saying that he flew to New York as recently as a couple of weeks ago because they knew this was coming down the pike. And he wanted to show compliance and that he wasn't running from anything. And he's expected to plead not guilty. And he turned himself in, and months earlier he had turned his passports in, and family members had also turned their passports in. Clearly, you can sit up there and say you're innocent until proven guilty. Nah. That's in the court of law. In the court of public opinion, he's already been found guilty. Can we just be real about that? In the court of public opinion, not law. In the court of public opinion, ain't a damn soul think he's innocent. I'm not denigrating or castigating the brother, whatever. I met him at a Golden State Warriors game. One time I went to a party and it was supposed to be his party. I never saw nothing like that. But without mentioning any names, without incriminating anybody, you see the names? Do you see the people who have befriended him over the years, who have attended his parties, who are considered close to him, who he's been in business with? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? I mean, this has gotten very, very scary. Hollywood's in trouble. Hip-hop and R&B is in trouble. Because the brother's an elite success story, had a lot of friends, Had a lot of people vouch, or once upon a time vouched for him, in terms of his brilliance as an artist, a producer rather. Brother knew how to make money. And now here we are. When you're in that position and you know so much, I got news for you. It's gotten very, very scary. If it were just him, it would be sad. It would be very unfortunate. But I use the word scary because I get the impression, to put it kindly, that his life ain't the only life that's going to be affected. That they ain't after him just to get him. You got Homeland Security involved. You got the feds involved. I got news for you. They ain't coming just for him. They coming for a whole bunch of people.
Stephen A. be talking about all the things that, reason why, everyone's thinking that Epstein got basically murdered, I guess, if you believe the conspiracies.
Epstein got Epstein, bro.
He did. Nah, he really did. And that's what I was wondering, cameras going off and all that. I mean, cameras don't just malfunction in the prison system. I mean, you know what I mean? It's too unlikely.
Yeah. And guards don't go sleep at a certain time.
Right.
When he's supposed to be
actors.
Damn, bro, I don't think we should air this shit.
It's deep. No, it's some conspiracy crap. You know what I mean? But then,
see, I don't believe in conspiracy theories no more, bro. I just believe in spoiler alerts, bro.
Spoiler alerts. I like
spoiler
that.
alerts, bro.
Yeah. Enlighten me. What's a spoiler?
You know what I'm saying?
What's a spoiler
alert, bro? It's just, you know what I'm saying? The movie's done, bro. You feel me? And some people seen it already.
Real talk.
They just, they just ain't trying to spoil it for y'all, Spoiler alert.
Everything's already practically figured out, and so now the reality of it all is somebody's narrating, telling you what's happening before the story ends, and that's kind of what's happening here.
I don't know, man. I think it's the changing of the guards, bro. I think yeah, you probably stepped on the wrong toes. You know what I'm saying? And just knew too much, bro. Just knew too much, man.
Right.
But that or is just gotta watch the party die, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like too much bad shit's been going on, bro. And
too much bad boy.
You know what I'm saying? It's bad boy.
Oh dang.
Bad boys. We don't want no bad boys no more, bro. We need some good boys, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
The world gotta change.
It's like a double entendre, dude. I'm sorry, man. That was got a real deeper meaning to when he said bad boy. You bad boy.
Bad boys. Nah, man. I don't know. Hey, can you separate the artist from the art, bro? Let me ask you that. Can you separate the artist from the art? Like, for example, bro, when you hear like a R. Kelly song, can you bump that shit nowadays?
That's the same thing, because honestly, since all that R. Kelly bullshit, and hey, real talk, I mean, and no cap, he was like one of the guys I listened to a lot. Like he
has a dope ass songs.
Hell yeah, baby making, baby, you get in the mood.
Baby making,
right?
Baby making, or.
But now, whenever his stuff comes on, it's like it feels like he's talking to the ladies. You know what I mean? When he talking, we bump in every time he says something about a female. In my mind, and I'm trying
to see nothing wrong.
Yeah,
like
he talking to 15-year-old, a 14-year-old. You know what I mean? Like I just can't listen to the dude no more. Like as much as I liked his music, just because of that, it's like I'm trying to separate the artist from the person, the artistry from the individual. Create that fine line. But reality is, it's jointed, man. It's connected. You know,
No.
somehow.
It's hard for me because even though it's a story, which is a song, right? It still comes from some truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard for me to separate the art from the artist. If you're doing some foul shit, I don't know, bro. Because we make music too, right?
Yeah.
And like it comes from like an experience or something, even though it's told in a story, and it's elaborated and shit like that.
Right.
It still comes from a piece of truth. That's why it's hard for me to separate the art from the artist, bro. He has some slaps. He has some dope ass songs, but damn, bro, who was he singing to, bro?
Who was he singing?
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's this about?
You know what's going to be interesting, right? And you don't know the history about a lot of art from even medieval times, right? There's like the Michelangelos and all that kind of stuff, right?
Picasso, you can see the pain. You can see the pain in Picasso's art.
And people appreciate that. But if you go in and try to look at the artist from the art, right? That artist may have had some hidden demons that, nobody ever let out because there was no social media back then, but they respect his work. So I'm wondering 50 to 100 years from now, if people will respect the work of R. Kelly or Diddy or who else went out the door, man. I mean, it's funny. I made a little reel just throwing out every CD of every major artist I used to listen to. Oh, even Will Smith, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, damn, I think fame does something to you, bro. I think when you reach a level of fame, bro, it does something to you.
Especially at their level. I mean, this is not just your mid-level or low-level. These guys
nah. Worldwide, you get to a point, where it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can bear that ring.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's like you either live long enough to be the villain or die as a hero.
Oh, word.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Preach.
You feel me though? Like, man.
That's real. You're either Eagle or you're the king. You're the Lord of the Rings. Whatever his name was.
You die a hero or you live long enough to be the villain, bro. That's why, like, you remember Tom from MySpace?
Ooh.
He dipped out. You don't hear shit about him nowadays, right? Motherfucker. He made his 50 mil and he gone.
And he cut out.
He's gone. He's doing what he loves to do.
Right.
You don't hear no scandals.
Right.
He's living life.
True that.
That's the way I want to go out.
Nah, for real. Make that money, get in, get quick, and
I'm out.
Get out.
I ain't gotta be in people's eyes all the time, bro. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about this whole thing, right, is that Puffy's a billionaire. Quite honestly, he could do anything he wanted to do in this life.
But that fame was addicting, probably.
Yeah. But and I ain't against any of the things he wanted to do sexually, right? Whether he did the guy or the girl, that's him. That's what he does. You know what I mean? It's just a shot that old boy is that way. But hey, he does what he does, right? But what is crazy is all the other allegations of the trafficking, and especially there's stuff about teenagers. It's like going back to the whole R. Kelly thing. Was he one of the guys that fed R. Kelly? Was he part of that whole group? Were they taking everybody, the whole Epstein thing, getting him on the island? Was Epstein the main supplier, right? Is R. Kelly just the end user? Was Diddy the middle man when Epstein was supplying? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of look at it from a drug perspective, right? He was on manufacturing, passing all the way down to Kelly. And there's a lot of Kellys out there in Hollywood, right? That's what you would think. So you got to have a supplier, you got to have your middleman, and then you got your users. And the users get caught first because they're the ones using. That's what happened to Weinstein's, to Epstein's, or Weinstein's to the Kellys, right? They got caught first because they were using and abusing. And then now you got your middleman, like a Diddy, right, who normally gets caught next. And then up the chain, you got the supplier. The suppliers are hard to get caught. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The cartels, you never catch them. Only more recently, right? They had, the head of cartels still getting caught, but then that's the reality. So yeah, is this part of a bigger enterprise, like what Stephen A. is saying?
How deep does this go?
Deep.
How deep does it go, dog?
Yeah, dude. So there's a lot
Crazy.
unpacked in this whole thing, man. So I don't know. We're just saying our opinions, man. What y'all think?
It's a lot to unpack, bro.
I know. I'm gonna just keep drinking my free Yamazaki.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Bro. Comments below, man. That's the question of the day, bro. Comments below, man. Can you separate the art from the artist?
Oh, that's
you know what I'm saying?
You do that.
Yikes.
Let us know.
Let me know what y'all think, bro. Let us know what y'all think.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's
dope.
Rich Daly. And we're gonna feature some of his sound bites, man, because master producer extraordinaire. We're gonna have some cutouts to him. You gotta beat us out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. We're gonna have the backdrop, sound backdrop.
Hell yeah.
Feel me?
Yes, sir. And check out all our music on Wishtown Music Group, the Wishtown Music Group page on YouTube. It's all there. We're slowly posting all the stuff, all the platforms, all digital platforms from Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iHeart. It's got all the music. Check out VDG808. It's under my name, under Live Jones. You know what I mean?
Run it up. Run it up, man. We coming up. Wishtown Music with Rich Daly, master producer. Hey. So that's the end of this one. We'll catch you on the next side. All right. Peace out.